Hey there, welcome back to the Dev channel. My name is Max, this is Max Codes. Today I'm going to show you how we can use custom fonts in iOS and Xcode and Swift. All right, now this is going to be a super simple tutorial and it's very quick. What the freak? Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, welcome. So we're going to build out this application and it's very simple and quick. And there's a reason we're doing 3 specific labels for custom fonts and not just one, okay? This bottom one is actually not a custom font, but these top 2 are. And there's a reason I did 2 custom fonts and I'll explain that as we go throughout the video. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is create a new Xcode project. I just created one so that I didn't have to show you, just have to waste time creating a project. And you're going to want to get to your view controller.swift and this is what you should see, okay? Remove that comment and that's what you should see. Okay, so first thing I would like to do is create 3 labels and throw them on the screen with very basic text with no font, the system font. Okay, so let's do that by saying let label is equal to UI label. And normally I would use auto layout constraints, but since this is a quick and small project, what we're going to do is CG rect, okay, a frame. I'm going to choose X is 20 and Y is going to be 200 with a width of view.frame.width minus 40 and a height of 40. That is our frame for our label. Let's go ahead and say label.text alignment is equal to dot center and label.text is equal to bro. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say label, we're going to say view.add subview label, okay? So let's go ahead and just copy this a couple times. This is really basic code, so I'm not worried about compiling it right now to see if it works. Let's try the second label. Let's call it another label, or let's say another one, like DJ Khaled, of course. DJ Khaled! All right, let's do that. And then for this last one, let's say another one with 4 R's, okay? DJ Khaled. All right, so let's go ahead and close that out so that expands a bit more. And I'm going to close my side here, okay? All right, so if we compile this right now, they're all going to appear on each other. Go ahead and compile it to the iPhone XR if you want, because we haven't really changed the Y value of each of these. So it's just going to appear like a bunch of text on top of each other. Okay, so let's change that by saying 260 on that Y and 300 on this Y. Okay, let's go ahead and reload our application now. And here's the thing. It doesn't appear like a bunch of text on each other because we didn't change the text of all these. So it was just kind of bro on top of itself 3 times. Let's change the second one to Max Codes. My handle on most social media platforms. Twitter is maxcodes1. And then for the bottom one here, let's put, what did I put in that original app? I don't remember. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to check real quick. Oh, it's bro, let's code. All right, so I'm going to change that text to, bro, you trying to code? You trying to code, man? Watch the channel. All right, so that's what we got there. Let's change this one to the Y value to 320 because we want them to be equal. Okay, so those are our labels. That's the first part, very simple stuff. Let's go ahead and talk about default fonts, and then we'll talk about those custom fonts, okay? So let's go to Google Chrome and go to iOSfonts.com. This is going to tell you the default value or the value of all the default fonts, okay? I'm going to be using in this one Futura, okay? So this bottom one, Futura, I just hit Command F and typed in Future or Fute, and it's going to give us Futura, okay? I'm going to try Futura Medium Italic, okay? So copy that or type it in, and let's go back to our application here. And for this bottom label, let's say another one, okay? And let's say .font is equal to UIFont.init, okay? Now we have to say we have to put in the font name in this initializer, okay? So for name, let's put that in there, Futura-medium italic, okay? And then for size, let's just put 30 and let's reload our application and let's see what we are given. Okay, so we should see that nice font. It looks really clean. And now let's talk about custom fonts, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go to, and these are all included, so that's why it works, okay? You're gonna wanna go to like 1001 free fonts or something, and all I did to get here was I Googled free fonts, and it was the first link, 1001 free fonts. So I don't care which one you use, just get a free font, okay? Let's use Modia. I just searched Modia on this website and this is Modia, okay? So you're gonna wanna download that and it's gonna give you a zip file. Open that and Well, I'll just do it because I don't have it in my project. I've just downloaded it like 3 times already, okay? So download that and then open it and then drag this Modia-non-commercial to your project, okay? And then make sure you select Add to Targets Custom UI Fonts, okay? Okay, so add that in there, and now that's in there, okay? Now you might think, okay, all I have to do now is copy this and go to the middle one, or let's do the top one, and say label.font, and then just take that name in there and put it in there, right? Like Modia-non-commercial, because that looks very similar to future-medium italic. Let's put that in there and see what happens. It's not going to work. All right. Now, the reason it's not going to work is for 2 distinct reasons. Okay. The first reason is that we haven't added it to our info.plist. And the second reason is that the name of this font is actually not Modia non-commercial, even though that's what it says. So let's first get Futura, and then let's do that. Okay. Or not Futura, but let's go get another custom font and do that. Okay. Okay. So what font did I use for that other one? I used Maven Pro. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go get Maven Pro. So go to Google Chrome and go to this link. All these links are in the description, by the way. Okay, so we want to use Maven Pro. Download TTF, open the zip, and then drag that into your project. Add it to the target, custom fonts, and hit finish. Okay, so now we have these fonts, okay? Now, the reason I added this one is because it's a bit different than Modia non-commercial. The names are actually pretty much identical to the selector that we're going to be using. Okay, so let's copy that and let's paste it in this second one, and let's call it another one. And then in here, let's just say Maven Pro -black. There's one thing that's different, okay? And we'll talk about it, okay? So the way we can view all the font names or add the font names into our info plist is by going into our info plist and hitting this plus at the top here. Let's go ahead and with a capital F, it has to be capital F or it's not going to appear. Type in font and it's going to say fonts provided by application. Hit return on that, and then we have an array. Let's go ahead and for item 1, put in the name of our fonts, okay? Now this part's super simple. All you have to do is put in that file name. So let's say Modia-commercial, okay? .otf. The file extension is also important. Notice how Modia is .otf and this is .ttf. Yeah, not sure what the difference is or why there are 2 different types, but that's the reason, or that's the way it is. Okay, so Maven Pro -black.ttf. And I'm only going to add in 2 of these Maven Pro ones just because I don't think it's necessary to add in a bunch. Let's say Maven Pro -regular.ttf. Okay, so now let's reload our application. And from what I said, Maven Pro should work because I said it's like the same, right? But it's not going to work because it's a bit different, okay? Oh, okay, non-commercial worked. But it's a bit different for Maven Pro, okay? So what we need to do is go into another one. And let's go into UIFont.init, and we just have to remove this dash, okay? Now, that's how you use custom fonts, and that's how it's going to work, okay? But you might be very confused on how to actually use one if it doesn't have, like, that name, right? And even I'm having problems with it, right? I thought it was just remove the space and it would work, but it didn't. All right, so we just have to print it out in order to see what the font name actually is. Okay, so let's go to our top of our view did load and paste this in. You're probably like, what the, I didn't copy that. It's just that I had it on my clipboard, so I didn't have to type it out. But basically, you're just gonna wanna write this. I have a font, right, or a video, font. I have a video, I just said writing it out again. I have a video explaining this in the link in the description if you wanna check that out. But I don't think it's really necessary to watch unless you really wanna watch it for some reason. I just put it up there for people who wanna see it. Okay, so we're gonna say UI font, a family name for each. Basically, this is gonna print out all the ones that Modia has, okay? I'm gonna get rid of this by commenting, and I'm gonna reload the application, and you're just gonna see all of the font names. And you can see that it just gets a little bit messy, and that's why I use that if statement. Okay, go to our console, and you'll see it prints out all these random names, right? So it's kind of hard to find. So if you put in this if statement, if family name dot contains Modia, or if family name dot contains, and then I'll put Maven, think the space is actually after Maven, and that's why. But again, we don't know why, and that's exactly why we're doing this, okay? If you run this now, you're gonna see the names of the fonts below, and it's gonna help us greatly, okay? Okay, so you can see we have Maven Pro, and then we have Modia, okay? So you can see that for Maven Pro, there's no dash or a space, it's just Maven Pro Black, okay? It gives you the exact names of what we need to use. And for Modia non-commercial, I'm actually very surprised it worked with this because you can see here it's Modia non-commercial regular. So let's copy that and let's go over here and let's paste it right here. And you can see that both of these will work now. Even though this one was already working, the Modia non-commercial one, now it can work still, right? I would just advise using the exact ones they print down here below because you can see it doesn't work for some of them. Okay, so that's how you use custom fonts in Xcode. And if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe and follow me on all my social media platforms below, specifically like Facebook and stuff. I really need that support so I can keep bringing you videos. And I want to be straight up with you. I want to grow my brand. So yeah, I'll see you guys in future videos.